Alright, just finished my appointment at the doctor's. I didn't get my refills. I'm going to have to ask somebody else. I'm going to have to ask my primary to refill them, I guess. Oh, yeah. So, it's been great. So the boot comes off. I have to gradually start walking again, like going small steps here and there. But I am allowed to use the treadmill and the elliptical and low impact exercises. So that is the main thing I really wanted to get back into. I just can't run. I can't run or do anything. Squats. I can't do deadlifts, I can't do like foot crunch, like the foot weight things. But as long as I could do the treadmill and elliptical, I'd be fine. I just work on my other body parts, I guess. But I can do the butt blaster and the thigh one. So those two are okay. That's all that's important. But he did tell me something that was kind of scary. He said the small bone is really thin, and that I can be prone to break it easily. And I'm like, what the hell? I asked him if it was bone loss, and he said no. He's just said it's just super thin. Like really thin. I go, is it thinner than most people? And he says, well, yeah. He goes, some people have it like this, but yours is pretty thin. And I'm like, oh, man. Because if that one's thin, that means the other one's thin, too. But he did agree with me. I asked him about if the original doctors put it back together a little off, and he said, yeah, that happens. He said that sometimes happens, and chances are that's what happened. They didn't put it together right. And it would make sense because it was so traumatic. The break was very traumatic, and at the time, I didn't have any health insurance, so I literally had to wait 2 weeks with a messed up foot, like totally mangled foot, for approval to get, the state to pay for the surgery. So I had to wait 2 weeks, which is what caused the damage, the nerve damage, because it starts healing. Like, even if you break something and you leave it alone, it'll start healing that way. So they had to re-break it and to do it and to fix it. And he said chances are, like, if you're at a place like that where you have a bunch of doctors working on it quickly because they want to, whatever they're doing, and they all have their own ways and stuff, chances are it was put together wrong, like not completely well. And he goes, well, how long did you walk on it after? I go, I was good for like the first 6 or 7 months, but I think it's because I had pain meds. As soon as I was out for the pain meds, like, then I started having problems. So this is really exciting. I technically have a new foot. Like, just opens the doors for me, I hope I can be somewhat normal. I mean, I'll always have problems with it, but not like before. I mean, he even pinched like areas where he couldn't even touch it before. Like, I would just screech in pain, and he goes, no, you don't even have it. He couldn't even touch my the sides or anything before. And then he said that it's really strong. Like, he told me to put all my weight, like, to move it around. And he goes, oh, it's way stronger than it was before. And I said, yeah. So I just won't be doing any running, which is fine, because I am not running anywhere. Not with these boobs. These boobs don't run. I'm not going to have my elasticity break. I'm already trying to keep them up. Not going to have that sagging. I don't want no saggy skin. No offense to you runners, but you're going to get saggy skin. Okay. So, and I was talking to the lady out there. I was like, I hate leaving the house because every time I leave the house, I spend money. I mean, I have to spend something. And sure enough, I went and got oil, which my car needed. And I guess I haven't done it since 2014. And it was down like below the last little hole on the stick. And it was black, like totally black. And I was like, oh man, talk about neglect. I can't believe I neglect my baby. And it shouldn't have been any big deal because I love my car. I should take care of her. And I didn't name my car, but I know it's a girl. So I took care of her, gave her some oil. She is a 6-cylinder. Okay, I can turn right here. I turn right here. One more doctor appointment on Tuesday, and hopefully she'll refill my meds. Because I think people are thinking I'm a drug addict. I'm not. I'm not a doper, okay? I have legit pains. Oh, you know what? I could do what somebody suggested me do, is go find a pain doctor, or pain management. That's what I should ask her for, to refer me to pain management. And then I could get my shit. There's this guy on the corner, one of those sign holders that waves. And this guy, Can I turn? Can I turn? This guy, when he first started, he was very overweight. And probably like 350 pounds. And he started holding the signs out here. Now he's like totally muscular and built, like and he's been out there for about 7 years doing this, which is really good money, a sign holder. It doesn't seem like it is, but they get paid over $10 an hour. And he's out there all day long, But he got himself healthy. He puts music on. He dances around. Just really creative. But he totally changed his life, and he's kind of famous out here in Bakersfield. But the reason I brought him up is because now they stuck 2 other people out there from other businesses trying to get his corner. And now he's teaching them how to do it, One's for Little Caesars Pizza. Another one is for a shoe store. Stuff like that. They're all talking. One has an actual costume on. A young guy. He seems kind of chubby. But I bet you anything he'll get all fit too. That's a good job. I would do it if I could stand. I would do it, and I would go out there and start dancing. I would be technically not like a stripper, but I would be dancing for a living, and maybe somebody would throw me some change, throw me some dollar bills. So that's it for On the Road with Desert. I went and I went to my podiatry, is that what they call it? Which doesn't sound like foot, but they call it podiatry. I got the okay. I'm not due back anymore. I'm good for a year, he said. I can still contact him for a year. And things like that. But I do have to take care of my other stuff now. The thing with my stomach. The other night I was talking about it. Today I'm doing okay, but I just don't feel right. So I gotta check out what's going on. And I know, I spend a lot of time going to doctors, but, you know, when you get to a certain age, some people ignore it. But I don't want to be one of those people that is surprised, you know. I mean, I should be, but I'm too paranoid. So, every little ache and pain, man, I go get it checked. And I'm like one of those people that they're like, oh my God, it's her again. It's like, hell yeah, it is. Because I know I'm not going to sleep tonight if somebody doesn't give me the clear. I'm so tempted to go shopping in here. No, I won't. Oh, an accident. Okay, be careful, Rose, because there's accident people around. People not paying attention. A bunch of students. Because we're heading toward the campus. So we go to the campus music department. Go pick up my offspring from his jam session. Once I turn the corner, then I'll shut off the podcast. Wow, so that means I can actually get up tomorrow. Well, might not do it tomorrow, starting Monday, and go back to the gym in the morning and do my walking, or hold on for dear life and try to walk. I should go grocery shopping while we're out here. Like, we gotta do all this stuff while we're out here because it takes forever. It takes forever for us to drive out here. It takes an hour. So every time I have to do something, it takes an hour. And then an hour back. So, 2 hours are gone. And with that much driving, I could be in LA. It's the same distance. It just seems longer because we have to go over the grade. But to get to LA, I should work in LA, actually. At least they pay money. They pay you more because cost of living is more. Out here in Bakersfield, people can still get paid $8 an hour. I got paid $8 an hour back in 1998. Okay, so that's it for Desiro's Radio on the Road podcast. The boot is off.